Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Emerging Franchise Brands Podcast. I'm your host, Frank Fiume, here live at the IFA2024 National Convention, and looking forward to interviewing some folks at this year's event. I have Joy McVicker from Sage. Joy, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm having a great time.
You look like you're having a great time with that.
Having a blast. I love Phoenix. I love franchises.
So, Joy, tell me about Sage. What do you guys do?
Yeah, so we are an accounting platform based in the cloud for tailor fit for multi-unit franchisees, as well as can be used on the franchisor side.
Okay,
Yep.
Nice. Is this your first IFA?
This is my first year, and this is our first year at IFA.
No way. What do you guys think so far?
Oh, we're having a blast. I think we've actually been pleasantly surprised. We're having a lot of great conversations, and we've only been here since this morning, so it's only been a couple of hours for us.
Wow, sweet. So tell me, what's kind of been your big takeaway to be part of the IFA?
I think it might be too early to tell, but I think a big takeaway that I've had is I think a trend that seems to be prevailing in the franchise space is just diversification. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm seeing it on the ground floor in the sense that more and more often we're seeing companies that have, we're working with brands that have three to five different franchises, right? And it might not just be food centric, right? They may have, college hunks hauling junk, and then they might have in 5 states, and then they may have 15 Dairy Queens. So it's just interesting to see the different trends that have prevailed, and then there's interesting regional trends as well.
Yeah, well, that's the power of franchising.
Exactly.
You're going to find that this franchise community is extremely generous.
Totally. Yeah. No, and I kind of near and dear to my heart because my parents are actually Subway franchisees. Wow. So I feel like I've grown up around it, but it's interesting to hear kind of the different experiences different franchisees have with their parent company. Yeah.
One of the big changes I've noticed in franchising is that there are so many franchisors or employees of franchising companies that are franchisees of other brands.
Right. No, it's
typical.
Right. And I think there's obviously inherently going to be a competition in anything where you're, having to pick between two things. But I think there's a lot of synergies within the industry. And I think a lot of these brands have been willing to kind of work and partner together to make everyone happy at the end of the day and to generate more profit. So.
That's awesome. Yeah. Joy, thanks so much for being on. Wish you guys all the best. Welcome to the show. Enjoy.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for tuning into the Emerging Franchise Brands Podcast. For additional insights, guest applications, and to stay connected, visit us at efbpodcast.com. The Emerging Franchise Brands Podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and the views expressed do not necessarily represent those of Emerging Franchise Brands, its host Frank Fiume, or Emerging Franchise Group, LLC. Any discussed franchise or investment opportunity requires thorough investigation, obtaining proper disclosure documents, and expert consultation before making any investment decisions. The podcast and its host do not offer professional advice or endorsements, and they hold no responsibility for actions, representations, accuracy, or consequential damages related to the podcast content.